Alright, how's it going, guys? Decided I'm going to do something in addition to my weekly vlogs. I've been asking on my page like what people wanted to hear about or have me do a vlog about. But I've been thinking about doing one about basically deciding whether or not you want to compete. So for people who haven't done a show or who maybe work out a good amount and are wanting to get more serious, and are thinking about competing. So basically this is about, should I compete, or so first off though, I want to thank the people on my page. Thanks for the support and the new likes on my fan page. Appreciate it. Appreciate the response for vlog topics. I'll be doing, I think I'm going to do like a little mini series thing about competing. So for this one, it's going to be basically, oh, also thank you to the YouTube subscribers. Appreciate it. But yeah, this one's going to be basically the decision making, beginning, entry level, first step for competition. Because this is basically, I mean, everyone's been there. I was there. I never really thought about competing. I mean, I remember way back in the beginning, I was just like thinking, I remember telling someone, I don't remember who it was, but in my weight training class in high school, I remember saying word for word, I could never get big because my body, my bone structure. I remember telling that to somebody when I had no clue what I was talking about. But it's like with years and years of work, anyone, regardless of their build or genetics or whatever, it doesn't. I hate when people just say, "Oh, it's good genetics." It's like you look on a bodybuilding stage, and everybody has different genetic makeup. Everyone has wide shoulders, narrow shoulders. This guy's got big legs. This guy's got big hamstrings. This guy's got no hamstrings. This guy has a huge chest and shoulders. This guy has this or whatever. Everybody has that. For me, everyone always commented on my traps and my rhomboids and in my back, which is like the center of my back, and I don't do anything crazy, I don't even do any direct trap work anymore at all. And people always, that's like the one thing that I have. I don't know why I have traps, but you don't worry about that. But really, when you're lifting and thinking about it, you need to focus on symmetry a lot. As a judge, that's the first thing in pretty much any round we look at is symmetry. How well someone's body flows when you look at somebody. Is there things jumping out at you that just don't look right, that not even, Biggest thing is small calves or small legs as a whole. That instantly makes you look less than you may be. And then bad posing on top of that will make it worse. But yeah, that's basically what you need to really focus on. And thankfully for me, I always kind of had that mindset because I was an Arnold fan way back in the beginning. So I always kind of had that bodybuilding mentality of work everything, keep things even, proportional. So it really helped me throughout my lifting. But I fell into doing fitness modeling randomly for a while, and I met some guys through that did competing and they did bodybuilding. So I talked to a few of them because I kind of learned that it was about it. I didn't really know that there was natural bodybuilding and stuff, so I kind of learned about it. And then after talking to some of them, they basically told me, I mean, there's always somebody at a show that looks like they didn't prepare or they're just not ready for it, or there's somebody that won't belong, or not won't belong, but you know what I mean, like somebody will show up out of shape, guaranteed. At an amateur level show, there's always somebody that's out of shape. So if you're worried about, I mean, because I was worried, I was like, I don't want to lose, I don't want to get up there and just get destroyed by some huge guy. Which is funny because my first show I did get destroyed by a huge guy that had like 45 pounds on me, but I beat somebody else who was out of shape. Even though he was even a bit bigger than me, but I was a lot leaner. So, and I posed better. So I actually beat him. So after that, I mean, it was great. It was an awesome feeling, but really you just have to get your feet wet. You have to be willing to take the first step and commit to going to a show, to doing one. But before that, I mean, I would really suggest going to a show, because a lot of you haven't even been to one. You're like, oh, I think I could do bodybuilding. I mean that I could do the dieting or working out, but you have no clue what it is. Go to a local show. Look it up on. You can look it up at naturalbodybuildingevents.com or the INBA website, naturalbodybuilding.com. But Google search it. There's events. I mean, there's events all around the world, really. So wherever you are, I'm not sure about other countries, but I know they're all over the U.S. But I know there's some in other countries, probably not as prevalent as here. But yeah, I would look into that. Find a show. It's like a maybe $20-25 entry fee, and watch one, or go with a friend or whoever, and watch one, the whole thing, and understand what you're going to be doing. Watch YouTube videos about it. Talk to people who've been competing in it. Like me, ask me questions if you want to. I mean, I like to do my vlogs off the top of my head. I don't like to. I don't usually write notes for myself. I like to be real with my vlogs and basically speak my mind. So I don't write down things and read off of what I'm going to say. So if I skip something or forget something or you need clarification, ask me. But yeah, I mean, basically the first thing would be really go to a show. And that for me really, because I went to a show the first time, I was like, man, some of these guys aren't that big, or they aren't that lean. I could be up there. And that's really what did it for me. And after talking to people, well, some of the model guys I met, they told me just to try one to get my feet wet, just for the heck of it. And then some were like, you know what, you're not going to lose. There's going to be somebody that's just out of shape. And that's true. It's pretty much every show is like that I've judged or been in. There's always people that are out of shape. So really that's what I would do first. When you get to a show, I mean, that's really, you're going to figure out if this is something I want to do or I'm not going to want to do it. So once you do that, then you want to decide how long in advance you want to do one. So look one up, decide on one, and once you've decided on a show, really just commit to it. That is your day. At least one. You can do multiple. I mean, I did one for my first time just because I was like, maybe I won't like it. But I decided to give myself some time, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this show. And that day forward, I was like focused on that day. I'm going to do everything I can to be the best I can be on that day. And all I wanted was, I just didn't want to get last place. And I didn't, so it was good. But that's really what you have to do. I mean, it can't be wishy-washy. It can't be like, I think I'm going to compete. Oh, maybe I'll do this show, whatever. I think you really need to decide that you want to do one for you. And don't focus at all about winning. Don't be obsessed with, I need to place, I need to get first in my class, I need to win the overall. Don't worry about it. Go enjoy yourself. Enjoy the whole journey, the whole the mind games that your body plays with you during dieting. Enjoy the whole thing, and worry about the cards falling where they may when they do. Don't be obsessed with that stuff. But yeah, that's what I would do. Also, I did my first, all shows I've done in the past were on my own. Never had a coach for anything. And then I finally decided I had hired 3DMJ, or I was going to train with them. And then was fortunate enough to get their sponsorship for the year, so that was a big blessing. So I'm training with them all year, which is awesome. It's been great so far. But I would really recommend, I mean, obviously I'd recommend them. I had tons of people offer me, I do training, here's my business card, I do bodybuilding training, I do nutrition training, but I was like, oh yeah, whatever. 3DMJ is the only group or people that I ever sought out and said, I want you guys to train me. Like, you guys are the business, They are some of the best in the natural bodybuilding realm, which is why I decided that I was like, I want to get involved with this. I like their outlook, I like their attitude about the whole sport, and I like the thing, like 3DMJ as a whole, and their impact on the sport and their effect on its growth. So of course I would recommend them for training, for contest prep. Very, very helpful to have a coach, especially if you're, I mean, even for me, and I've done some shows in the past, and it's really helpful when you get to that, you get to those parts that stump you and you're not sure what to do. And it's so nice to have somebody to lay things out for you and explain things if you need it, whenever you need it. But I mean, if you're not sure about it, do it on your own. Try a show and just see what you can do. It depends how much experience you have already. Some people can get pretty good shape by themselves. I already had, I think, about 6+ years of lifting under my belt when I was doing my first show. Some of you guys maybe only have like 2 years and want to compete. So it really depends how much experience you have with yourself and how much you have with the weights and with nutrition, your knowledge of nutrition. But coaching would be a very good thing, especially posing coaching. Big help. Study posing on YouTube, study posing in pictures. But a posing coach, if anything, I mean, you're only going to look as good on stage as you can present, as you can show yourself. You can look fantastic and pose terrible, and you will look terrible. I guarantee it. I see tons of this every time I go to a show. I'm judging a show Saturday, by the way. If any of you are in the San Francisco area, go to the INBA San Francisco show. It's this Saturday, March, or actually no, I think it's not this Saturday. I think it's in a week. I think it's the 24th. Oops. That throws my whole plans off. But yeah, I think it's the 24th of March, but I gotta recheck it. But yeah, if you want to come check that out, I will be going to that show. I'll be judging. A few of my other friends will be there too, judging as well. But yeah, I mean, if you're in that area, go check it out. There's one show you can go to right there. And you can say what's up to me too if you want. But yeah, that's basically what I would say. Basically, focus to kind of combine my thoughts here in one final thing. Go to a show, number one. Number two, if you want to do it, focus on your symmetry overall. Focus on having everything proportional and hit the weak spots and bring them up as best you can. You want good symmetrical, a good symmetrical physique. Number three, and look into posing coaching and nutrition coaching and all that, and practice your posing. That's basically it for this. I think the next part will probably be basically the somewhat into the comp training and maybe posing mistakes and things like that, things to do, things to not do in training. So look for that. I'm going to kind of think about that one more before I do another one. But yeah, as for this is basically it for the first one. So that's about it. Thanks again for all you guys subscribing and stuff, and yeah, thanks for the support overall. If you guys have any other specific vlog ideas, hit me up on here, or go find my fan page, facebook.com/naturalfirminator, and ask them there, post them at wall, whatever. Alright, later.